October 25th, 2022 is going to be the catalyst for so many people to a brand new life. I am talking about the Scorpio New Moon partial eclipse, partial solar eclipse that will be happening, and it is going to be very transformational for so many people, and really everybody. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about what this new moon eclipse is and what you can expect in your life based upon your rising sign. And so if you are new to me or to my page or to any of my content in social media land, my name is Kay Catrice, and I am an intuitive energy reader, and I help open-minded women to understand who they are energetically so that they can attract to them the life they love in every area of their lives. And so let's go ahead and jump into this, the Scorpio New Moon. Okay, so this isn't just, hold on a minute. Okay, this isn't just a run-of-the-mill new moon. And I'm not saying that new moons are not powerful. All the new moons are not powerful, because that's they are. They're all powerful. This one, however, just is a little more potent, a little more powerful, because it is an eclipse. Okay, and so something in your life, in whatever area of life that Scorpio energy occupies, that is going to be eclipsed. There's going to be major transformation going on in that area of your life. Now, the one thing I do want you to know and understand is that there's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, you hear the word eclipse, and the way, in the astrology community, the way it's talked about is like, oh my gosh, like it's doom and damn gloom, and and it's just like, some people are saying, oh well, it's going to be horrible because it's in Scorpio, and oh, it's going to be this, and it's like, no, people. Okay, it's going to affect everybody differently depending upon your life journey. Okay, and when I get into the rising signs, then you'll see what I mean with that. Okay, so you're going to have the moon in Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio is a very deep energy. Okay, a very deep emotional energy, and the moon is at detriment. At detriment in fall. It's at fall because it's exalted in Taurus, which is the opposite. So it's at fall in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, and so that means it doesn't operate properly. Okay, is as like it would if it were in, say, its home sign of Cancer. Okay, and so this is going to bring about a lot of emotions that will be surfacing from under the surface. Stuff you thought you were done and over with, it really may come back up, especially when it comes to love, because Venus will also be in the sign of Scorpio along with the sun. Okay, so you're going to have the sun, the moon, and Venus in the sign of Scorpio on the 25th. Okay, Venus is the planet of love. Its home sign is Taurus and Libra, and so when it is in Scorpio, it is at detriment. Okay, it just don't work. It got to work extra hard in order to function properly. And so Venus is all open and loving and accepting, and Scorpio energy is closed off, and it's discerning, and it is it has to see first before it test the water, goes out. It has to watch. And so those two energies, they just don't clash. They just don't work well together. Okay, and so this could mean that you could lose a relationship, and the relationship could end. You could be leaving a job, or leaving a business, or leaving a career that you have been with for forever, in order to, now be aligned to your path. Um, and it may be uncomfortable, but this energy here is going to be the catalyst. It's going to be where the transformation gets in full swing. Okay. Earlier in the month, I talked about when we first got into Libra season. I talked about how Libra season was going to be balancing everything out, and then we were going to move into Scorpio season, is where the transformation was going to happen. Okay, and so we're here. Okay, we're here at transformation, and transformation can be something that's really super scary. And what I want you to focus on is not the scariness of it, not the uncomfortableness of it, but open yourself up to the possibility that what you really truly want and desire, you have the possibility. You now have, it's here. That opportunity is here. The possibility has showed up in your 3D reality, and so all you have to do is grab hold to it. And see, when you grab hold to it, that's when the transformation starts. So you don't have to know how you're going to do everything or figure everything out. You just got to know that the possibility is here, and to grab hold to it and run to it, because the way will be shown. Okay, and so that is that's Scorpio energy. The way will be shown throughout the transformation. You just have to be open to it. I mean, whether you're open to it or not, the transformation is going to happen, but it would be a lot easier for you, and a lot smoother transformation if you open yourself up to it. Now, if you resist it, it's going to be a struggle for you, and so you're going to have to, it's going to be a process. So it would just be easier for you to be open to it, even if you're afraid. Just be open to it, okay? Because transformation is always, in my opinion, transformation is always a good thing, whether it's good or bad. Okay. And so, for the most accurate, okay, you can look at. I'm going to go into how it's going to affect each rising sign. Okay, each sign. Now I am going off of the rising sign. The rising sign is the first house. Okay, and so if you are just now watching this and you're like, "What the hell is a house?" then you definitely want to get into my astrology basics, the playlist, so that you can get the basics of what so you're not looking like, what the hell is she talking about? You'll have a basic foundation, so that when you watch these videos, it'll make more sense to you. Okay, and so I'm going to kick off with I'm going to start with Scorpio. Okay, and so for you, Scorpio Risings, this is going to be taking place in your first house. Okay, now if you are a Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Venus, and you would like to watch for this, you can, because it will have some type of effect on you. But for the most accurate as to what will be happening for that particular area of life that Scorpio occupies for you, then you want to watch from your rising sign. Okay, I just want to throw that in there. Okay, so for you, Scorpio, this is going to be taking place in your first house. First house is the house of self. It is the I am house. Okay, and so for you, this is going to be a very pivotal moment in your life, because it's going to be, you are really revamping and transforming into who it is that you are when you project out into the world. So when the world meets you, when the world first catches a glimpse of your energy, you're transforming what they catch a glimpse of, what it is that they encounter when they first meet you. Okay, and so you might be feeling the urge to switch careers, to change your look, your appearance, how you dress, to move, um, or you may want to, become single. You might have been in a relationship and you're like, you know what, I just want to be single. I just want to do me. I just want to do me. Okay, and so with this lunation, this is giving you the opportunity to let go of the life that you thought you needed to live. Okay, and to step into um, living the life that you want. Okay, what is it that you're really wanting to do with your life? Who is it that you're wanting to be? Who do you want to be? Okay, everything that you want, everything that you need in order to really kickstart and this transformation, it is already inside of you. Okay, it's already inside of you, and you've probably already been working up until this point. Okay, you've probably already been working up until this point, and so all you need to do is tap into who you truly are authentically. Okay, and once you do, you will see transformation for yourself. Okay, and so then moving on to Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius energy. And so for you, Sagittarius, this is going to be in your 12th house. Okay, 12th house is the house of undoings. It is the house of the subconscious. It is all of the behind the scenes stuff. Okay, and so for you, there's going to be a possibility of there being a major shift in your subconscious, in your beliefs. Okay, you're going to really be sitting down and taking into account your own thoughts, your own behaviors and patterns, and really looking at it and saying, does this shit still serve me? Right? Is this something that still serves me? Because if it is something that is serving me, then do I want to keep it, or do I want to modify it so that it can serve me even better? Okay, because we can always go better. Okay, just like you can always get worse, you can always get better. Okay, so but this is going to be a real time of self-reflection, because this is in your 12th house. Okay, and so you're going to have to let up the defenses. Okay, let them go. And allow yourself to just process whatever it is that comes to you without any judgment. Okay, just because you think it doesn't mean that it's true, and just because somebody else says it doesn't mean that it is fact. Okay, but with this lunation, it is asking you to figure out what is true for you. Okay, what is true for you, and go from there. Okay. And so moving on to Capricorn, big Cap. So for Capricorns, this is going to be in your 11th house. 11th house is the house of ideals and altruism, friends, social groups, clubs, hopes, and wishes. Okay. And so for you, there is nothing more refreshing than friendship. And so this is going to give you a new chance, a new start when it comes to your friendship. Okay, so you're going to have to be really looking at your friends groups and seeing, okay, which ones are working for me and which ones are not working for me. And it doesn't matter whether it's a long-standing friendship, a network of colleagues, or any other groups or social groups that you are a part of. Power plays will often play a key part in how you all relate to each other. Okay, and so if somebody doing some shady stuff, some underhanded stuff within your network of groups and friends, it's going to be revealed, okay? And so then you're going to have to make the decision as to whether you want to keep dealing with this or you want to move forward, okay? And so you also are big on mutual respect and trust. You need to listen to your instincts, okay? Always listen to your instincts. And if something feels off about somebody or about something, or if you have decided that you no longer want to participate, okay, within a certain relationship or group, let it go. Let it go. Okay? Release it with love, kindness, and compassion. Okay? You can thank it. You gotta literally thank it if you don't want to, but just thank it, for the time that it served within your life, within your story, and then release it. Let it go. Let it be. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. None of that. Okay? And so you want to steer clear of gossip, because gossip, is going to be swirling around, because things are going to be getting uncovered. Okay? Keep your integrity and just, do you. Okay? Do you. Keep your integrity. Let the gossip people gossip. Let them say whatever the hell they're going to say, because they're going to say it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, so that is for Capricorn. And so moving on to Aquarius. Alrighty. And so for Aquarius, okay. So this solar eclipse is going to be in your 10th house. 10th house is the house of career, prestige, status, and public standing, your legacy. Okay. And so you are given the opportunity, you're being given the opportunity to radically rethink your life path. Okay. Not just your career, but your entire life path. Okay. And so dramatic shifts and changes could be taking place behind the scenes in your office or in place of employment. Okay. And so while these changes may not be revealed to you until a later date, you can use this to think about your relationship with authority. Okay. Aquarius energy is not an energy that likes to be told what to do. They are very eccentric. It's a very eccentric energy. And so it kind of like want to do its own thing. And so if you are somebody who, you don't like to be micromanaged, and that, you get irritated when people, feel like they need to tell you what to do when you already know what to do. Or you might just be tired of, the path that you're on, and something else is calling your soul. Then take this time to really sit down and really, really contemplate your whole life. like really just get in there, get in the knee deep of it and figure out, okay, y'all want to do this shit no more? Is this what I really want to do? What is it that I really want to do? You know what I'm saying? You might be somebody who you like to cook. You might be like, you know what, I really would like to if I could just cook for a living. If I could just post up and have me one of them food trucks and just cook for a living, just feed the people. And then, you know what I'm saying, you might have a vision that eventually it'll turn into one of those big fine fancy restaurants, and you'll have a part to where for the people who can't afford it, you might be able to feed them for free and stuff. And the people that can afford it, they get to come upstairs, and you'll have a different menu. You might have a different menu or whatever, or you might have the same menu, but you'll be able to use your gift, your ability, your passion for helping people, your passion for feeding people, and just do you, and you ain't got to worry about nobody trying to micromanage you. So you definitely want to take this time to figure out what it is you want to do with your life, and get get busy with doing that. Okay. All right, and then so for Pisces, this will be in your ninth house. Okay, ninth house is the house of goals and beliefs, religion, higher education, philosophy, and the meaning of life. You know, people are like, "What's the meaning of life?" You know, that all of that is housed in the ninth house. Okay, and so for you, there may be some transformation going on within your beliefs. You know, you may have started trying to figure out what do you want to do with your life, or what is my purpose for being here. That may have started a couple of that may have started a couple of months ago, probably by like July or so. There may have been um, some real, really thoughts about, what do I really want to do in my life? What is my purpose for being here? Because Pisces is a very spiritual energy as well. Okay, it's a water sign, so it's a very spiritual energy, very connected to, the higher realms. Okay, and so there's going to be some transformation within your beliefs, within your mindset, and this is time for you to be open to new beliefs, to new thought patterns, to things that may be able to help you to better your life in some way. Okay, you're going to want to be very flexible within, your thoughts. Um, Now, you also could be, taking up like a certification course or doing some type of new field of study, as this is the house of higher learning. Um, be open to new things, okay? No matter what it is, be open to new things, because as things change, things get different, and transformation is so much easier when you are open to it, okay? And so then moving on to Aries, okay? And so for my Aries risings, this is going to be okay. So this is going to be in your eighth house. My bad, apologies. So it's going to be in your eighth house, okay? Eighth house is the house of loans, contracts, joint finances, money owed by you and money owed to you. Okay, and so this is going to be your area of intense focus for this solar eclipse. And so if you've been wanting to start a business with somebody, or praying for a miraculous windfall, or if you've been doing something investing and you're hoping to, get a pretty big, decent return on that, then this eclipse energy very well could manifest that for you. Okay, and it may just come from nowhere. It may look like it just came, from out of nowhere. Okay, this could also be a time though, where an unexpected expense or past due payment rears up and demands immediate attention. Okay, and so you got to be prepared for the opportunity to either pay what is owed or get paid what is owed to you. Okay, and so as you are doing all of this, the stars are aligning to give you a chance to start with a clean slate on whatever it is that you're doing moving forward. Okay, so you guys, again, you have to remember that eclipses, they eclipse whatever it is that is going on in your life in that area, and so it is giving you a chance to start anew. Okay, and so depending upon what's going on in your life will depend upon whether it's something good or bad. Okay, and this is just an example, because I want you to understand how this works in real life. Okay, it's all cute for you to to come on and watch me, and you comment and laugh and all of the things, but it's a waste of time if you're not understanding how to apply this to your life. Okay, so say you was married. Okay, you was married, and you know y'all was together, and you was trying to work it out, and it just couldn't work, right? And so y'all been talking about divorce. It kind of been teeter-tottering, back and forth with divorce, and neither one of y'all don't want to let go, but it just ain't right. Got some little toxicity in it, and so but y'all just trying to make it work. Y'all trying to hold on and make it work. Well, if one of y'all got Scorpio in your seventh house, if that's the energy on your seventh house, you're probably gonna get a divorce. You're probably gonna get a divorce because that part of yours, or I can't say that because it works both ways. Okay. So and then you have to look and see where it is in the other person's house too. Okay, because it affects both of you. It's a couple, a union, right? So you could get a divorce. Okay, you could get a divorce if that's a part of the story. Or there could be transformation in the mindsets, and you guys, something happens, you work it out, and your marriage is stronger than it ever was before. Okay? So, depending upon what's going on in the story, that's what's going to happen. That's whether it swings good or bad. Okay? And I say good or bad because it's really not good or bad, but it's more favorable or less favorable. But either way, it had to happen because it's a part of the story. And so it had to happen that way in order for you to get to the next part of the story, okay? So the next part of the story, when we leave this axis here, is going to be the Aries Libra axis, which is the relationship axis, okay? This is the emotional, this is the security axis. So material security and emotional security, okay? And so I know that was kind of long, but I just want you guys to really, really understand that, how it works, okay? And so then moving on to Taurus risings. For Taurus risings, it's going to be in your seventh house. Seventh house is your house of relationships, okay? And I just gave this example, right? And so you're going to be embarking on a whole new chapter when it comes to your love life. And so there are going to be some dramatic and transformative changes have taken place for you both internally and externally, okay? And so you may not even recognize the person you were a year ago versus the person you are now, okay? And so the same will go for your partner, okay? And so whether you are currently single or partner, this series of eclipses has been about you aligning towards relationships or relationship patterns that serve you at your highest and your best, okay? And so as you share what is no longer working, be reminded that to allow yourself and others to change at their own pace, okay? And to practice acceptance of what you will and will not take with you into the next chapter, okay? And so then moving on for Gemini. For the Gemini risings, this is going to be in your sixth house. Sixth house is the house of work and employment and your health, your diet, and like your pets. And so there's going to be some shifts underway for you where you may decide to do, throw some stuff away, clean out your closets and your dressers and get rid of stuff, clean out any other clutter that is physically or physically taking up space within your house or your office space, wherever you are, and then lean into it though. Like don't be like, oh, I don't feel like cleaning, because Gemini energy can be kind of lazy. Gemini energy can be lazy, so it's like don't resist the urge to be lazy when it strikes you to clean and to get your surroundings in order. do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to help you feel better in the end, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Okay. And so, you know, you may also embark on a new lifestyle changes. So you could, you know, be changing your diet, the way you eat, changing how you exercise, changing, you know, your sleep schedule so that you can get in more sleep. You may be delegating more tasks, or you might even need to hire a VA if you run a business. You know, start delegating tasks so that you can free up your energy in order to physically take care of yourself, to make sure you are running at your optimal self physically. Okay. And so, you know, don't be afraid to delegate things out to people. Don't be afraid to let go of things that are no longer serving your higher purpose. Just know that as you release these things, you make way for new and better things to come to you. And then, so for Cancer, this is going to be in your 5th house. And so for you, you may need to work on your relationship to joy. Okay. 5th house is the house of self-expression, of children, love affairs, recreational things that we do, hobbies, sports, love, joy, gambling. And so when it comes to you having fun, okay, or you unwinding, do you feel a sense of shame or guilt with how you unwind? Are you kind of ashamed about your guilty pleasures? Or do you have some escapist tendencies that you are looking to let go, but you know you need help with that? You know, so you may be looking for a counselor or a therapist, somebody to help you with that. This energy is asking you to be honest about what you like and what you don't like. You know, there's no shame in anything. Okay. Shame is a man-made concept. I really believe that it's a man-made concept. You know, whatever brings you joy, is joy. So there should be no shame connected to your joy. Why are you ashamed of having joy? If this brings you joy, why are you ashamed of it? Okay? And if it's something that brings you joy and it's immoral, then you need to take a look at your morals. Okay? If it's something that you're ashamed because you feel like it's immoral, then you need to take a look at your immorals and see, you know, there's some deeper inner work that you need to do. Okay? Which ties in really well in the 5th house, because the 5th house is the house of children. So your inner child lives in this 5th house. Okay? So you would need to really tap into that energy and speak to your inner child and go deep. Because see, Scorpio is a very deep energy. And so it's something very deep that has been hidden or regressed that you may need to go and look at. Now, again, this is not for everybody who's watching this, okay? Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? But, you know, if this resonates with you, then you need to do that deep inner work to see what is stealing your joy, what is keeping you from being joyful, and what you need to do about it so that you can get your joy back. All right, and so moving on to Leo Risings. So for Leo Risings, this will be taking place in your 4th house, okay? 4th house is the house of home, roots, family, ancestry, culture, and traditions, okay? And so you're embarking on a journey of deep emotional healing, okay? And so Leo energy has an energy to Leo rising energy. It has an energy to where you feel like you're always on stage and you're always performing and people are always watching you. And so when it comes to your home, when it comes to your private life, when you're away from the world, you keep that very private and guarded. Okay. And so this is asking you to open up and look at your family. Okay. Look at your foundations, look at your family systems, and the role that you play within them. It also may be asking you at this time to look into your history, your ancestral history, okay, and see where you're from, where's your family from. You may want to do like one of those DNA tests, so that you can get your origins, and you can start researching more into, you know, your ancestry and where you come from. Okay. Now is the time for you to heal those ancestral wounds and break the generational curses. Every change that is happening to you within this transformation after this lunation, not only is it personal growth for you, but it's also soul growth as well. Okay, and so you gotta trust the process and yourself to know that you can handle this and that everything's gonna work out for you. Okay, you just gotta trust the process. All right, and so moving on to Virgo. All right, so for Virgo, this is going to be in your third house. Third house is the house of communication. Communication, siblings, neighbors, short journeys, like short distance travel. Talking, writing is also your mindset. And so for you, whether it's the written word, spoken word, or unspoken communication, like body language, psychic downloads, and subliminal messages, words have power. They definitely have power. And so this eclipse is activating your ability to manifest. Okay, and so your ability to manifest during this time is at an all-time high, and your job is to trust that you can make your deepest desires real. Okay, words really are spells, and so make your words useful, and then as you're making them useful, realize the power that you have within your own words. Okay, now if you have been doing a lot of dreaming, you want to pay attention to those dreams. You may want to get a dream journal, or if you have any messages that you're just receiving and the synchronicities that are happening, you definitely want to write these things down. Now there may also be some transformation when it comes to like your siblings, or like your aunts, uncles. So this is siblings and like extended family, and so there may be some transformation in that area, especially with like female family members. If you have any rifts or anything, there may be some healing and transformation to come to those relationships. But just be extra careful with your word at this time, because it truly will be your bond. Okay, and Scorpio energy is all about bonding, and bonding at a deep level. Okay. And then we have Libra. For Libras, this is going to be the second house. Second house is the house of personal finance, your earned income, your material possessions, and also your self-worth. Okay. And so for you, when it comes to your money, you can expect dramatic changes in your finances. And so this could be sudden windfalls or unexpected expenses that pop up seemingly out of nowhere. And so for you, the real power, the real focus of this is transformation in your relationship with the concept of money. Okay? Scorpio energy is a sign of power and transformation. Okay? And so you might get uncomfortable when you're discussing money, or you just may not even want to talk about it at all. Okay? And so this energy is going to be shifting you into a new phase. Okay? Into a phase where you can advocate not only for yourself, but also what you're owed and what you deserve. Okay? And so this for you is about stepping into your own power so that you can become your own boss. Okay? You can become your own bank. You know, it's like, it's not about you allowing others to kind of just move you along or guide you along, or just doing whatever you need to do to get by or to make money. This is about you stepping into your power and knowing your worth and knowing that you truly do have the power to make whatever it is that you want to make. But you just have to own up to that and believe that, you know, you do, or you can. Okay? And so that's it. That's all of the signs. And so I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please do like and share, and also subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video or go live on the channel. Also, if you would like to work with me, I am doing free 20-minute energy audits. And so if you would like to learn about your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, and your chart ruler, you can schedule a 20-minute audit with me, and I will definitely sit down with you and go over those things. And then if you had one or two questions, then you would be able to get those questions answered at that time. And then if you wanted to go further and work further with me, we could discuss that as well. So it's a free session. I'm going to have the link in the description box, so you can click that in order to upload in order to book your free session. Okay? And then if you already know that you want to work with me as far as like a paid reading, I will also that same link for the free session, you can use it to book your paid reading. And so have an amazing rest of your day, and remember, possibilities are endless. If you can see it in your mind, you can definitely hold it in your hand, and that should make you smile, because you really do create your own reality. Have an amazing